Hey everybody, this is Mike here with a watch list video for Monday, January 27th. I've got the smallest watch list I've probably had in a year. Um, and here's my reason I think why. Here's the SPY. And the SPY's been pretty much straight up for what, almost 2 weeks. And we hit new all-time highs and then put in a red day where we closed below the open. And a lot of charts look like that, right? And so when I'm a long bias trader, I look for stuff that's on the verge of a possible breakout or something that's been strong for a few days but now has a 2 or 3 day pullback into the moving averages. You have very few charts like that now, just because of this. Now, that doesn't mean much to me because we'll find gappers on Monday morning. We'll find stuff to trade, news plays and all that. And I actually love the trading environment right now because, sectors are moving and every time Trump says something, something might move because of that. So it's really a good environment to be in, but looking for charts to watch starting on Monday morning without seeing what's gapping on Monday and without news plays, that I don't know what's coming. So just based on daily charts, I'm not actually in love with this tiny list. But anyway, let me throw this over. New people, please pause this video and read that. It explains what we're about. I do want to give a hat tip to Miguel. Miguel makes a lot of good calls in the room. NVNI. By the way, NVNI is a great example of when you're a day trader, right? Not an investor, but a day trader, and that's what I am. You have to focus on the stocks that are in play, right? High relative volume for that day, hopefully with a news source behind it. In the case of this one, they regained compliance, which I tweeted on Friday. 10 years ago, did we ever have a stock that traded 300 and I'll say now 367 million shares in a day? Did that ever happen for any stock? I don't think it did. And now something like NVNI trades 367 million shares in a day on regaining compliance. So it is a new world, but we do have to go with where the volume is, right? So NVNI was holding up really well. Here's 5, 10, 15 minutes in. It looks like it's going to roll over and then boom, keeps going. You know what? I need to add pre-market on here and then I'll get to the short list. So I'll just zoom in on this area. So it had a nice pop and then Miguel gave the idea as it came down near that 20 period moving average 5-minute candles called the whole number flush. So probably was around here looking for the whole number flush. In other words, it's in the area already. It's in our 5s buy zone. It's close to the 520 and you have a whole number there, the whole number 3. I'll put the line there. And look what it did. It goes down to 294. So if you were at 298, 297, 299, man, you had a great trade. And let me pan out and show you how great it was. And I think Miguel even said he sold some like in the 560s. That's a grab there and a sell up here. That's an amazing trade and a great heads up by Miguel. But it's just looking at the symbols, a great example of if you want to be a day trader, and this is where we have to put emphasis as a team in pre-market every day. For those of you that want to show up, and I appreciate the more the merrier, posting news stories that you see, especially on stuff we're watching or something that's relevant, that'll help us focus. Because even out of 5, 6,000, 8,000, however many stocks there are that trade every day, I would argue that number is going to come to under 10 on stocks that we should be trading each day. So remember that. Let's get focused on Monday morning and, pre-market and build us a good gapper list as well. All right, so anyway, NVNI is going on watch because it's definitely in play and had stupid volume. VSAT, I like the looks of this high volume here and it's kind of flagging. DDD, nice pop, nice volume. We certainly could have a follow-through day and you still have a potential catalyst. This recent high of 422 not that long ago. BTCT, just if Bitcoin gets going, I like the looks of this chart. You had the pop, the pullback, inside day on Friday. So if Bitcoin gets going, one of my top picks. PCLA, it's only been trading for 6 days, but it broke out to new all-time highs and had its best volume on Friday. Could be a setup there. PDYN. This is just an in-play stock. It's made massive moves on an intraday basis, 2 out of the last 3 days. I don't like the looks of these topping tails, but we'll see. It goes on watch. SMR is one of the baby nukes that are thought to be maybe going to power the data centers, right, for AI. And it's kind of lagging the other two main ones, NNE and OKLO. So we had the pop on Thursday and kind of a quiet inside day on Friday. If that group gets going, SMR, again, is kind of a laggard. And then LTBR goes with that group as well. And it had the rip that we nailed on Thursday. And again, a quiet inside day on Friday could give a third day play, especially if that group gets going. But let me remind you real quick, showing you NNE and OKLO. They're very extended. So I think they need to come in, and that might put a little weight on the SMR and LTBR on Monday. But anyway, I'll see everybody on Monday morning. Show up in pre-market if you want to help build a list of gappers, and I think we're going to have a great week.